Guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Serein, and today's video is a first impression of this foundation that I picked up from the Sephora VIB Rouge sale. This is the Antonym Skin Esteem Certified Organic Foundation. It's only available online last I checked at the shade Beige Medium Light. And if you guys want to see that incredibly long, chatty, old-fashioned haul, I will have it linked in the cards above my head right now. I think it's actually over here, and also in the description box if you want to see what I bought, all the fun stuff I bought. So here's the foundation. It is supposed to be a pretty clean brand. It says it's eco certified, and when I checked online, I believe the ingredients are pretty decent. So let me just double check. The first ingredient is going to be water. You're going to have a lot of different oils. There's almond oil, there's a jojoba oil, which is my favorite. There's also witch hazel and shea butter. There's a couple of the hydrating alcohols. There is a magnesium aluminum silicate. I have to look up what that actually is. There's lactic acid. There is fragrance, but I'm not quite sure what type of fragrance. Hopefully it's essential oil based fragrance or sensitive skin tested fragrance. Fragrance is a weird term because a lot of times you can hide things in fragrance. However, Antonym is a clean brand and they do pride themselves in being clean, and they are carried at Credo Beauty, which does extensive research on each brand before carrying them. There is alcohol, straight up alcohol, but it's on the very, very bottom of this ingredient list. And usually that's because it needs it to disperse the product. So hopefully it's not too high of a concentration. And then titanium dioxide, iron oxides. So yeah, and then there's a lot of ingredients that are organic farming. So it's not 100% organic. Nothing is like 100% because there does have to be some things in there to stabilize the products so it doesn't go bad, hopefully. So this is my skin bare. I do have SPF on. I'm going to do one pump, apply it to this side of my face, and then show you the difference. I do prefer a more natural finish and light coverage. So those are my reviews. It's just what I prefer. And if you want to build things up, you can always build things up and add powder and make it look more full coverage. So immediately when you pump this stuff out, it is very moussey. It's not super liquidy or creamy, which is kind of nice. You can see it's like definitely holding its shape and form. I actually like that texture. So let's just apply a little bit on the side, and I'm going to grab my expert face brush from Real Techniques. With all of my foundation first impressions, I'm using natural light. I'm sitting in front of a window and my Ultra HD camera, so it's very unforgiving. You're gonna see what you're gonna see, and sometimes you actually see more than what you'll see in real life, which is kind of nice. That blended really nicely and even. I don't see a huge difference between this side and this side. I do feel like it diminished a little bit of the redness and evened out my skin just tiny little bit, but not a huge difference. So very lightweight, not sticky, blended really beautifully into the skin. It kind of almost just felt like moisturizer that's not sticky, that's tinted. So I'm gonna put a little bit more. Now you can see like my skin's pretty good right now. I had a facial a week ago and it's looking really good. My skin's a little bit dry from traveling. I literally just got back from New York. I was in New York for 24 hours. Actually less than if you want to be technical. So my skin wasn't in a bad position. So let's just do a close-up. So here's what the foundation looks like. I actually liked it with less because you don't see it as much. And that's just my personal preference. You can see a little bit of it here because I am really dry. Something I can definitely fix with powder. I feel like it's like kind of splotchy on my nose, but I'll blend that in. It's just hard to try and keep no makeup here and then makeup here. You can see there's more redness on the side with no foundation, and definitely some like veins. Nothing horrible, but you know. This is a little bit more put together. So I'm gonna put foundation on the side. entire face full of this foundation. It feels really good. Like, it feels not tacky. It did get rid of some of the minor redness and discoloration. Of course, I didn't have much that I needed to cover or conceal, but it gives me a nice like wash of even tone. Can go in with some concealer around here, but I'm really happy with this, and for a good skin day, this foundation is more than enough coverage. I did build it up more around this area because I do have some darkness around here, and this is also where I have discoloration from sun damage. So for the most part, I feel like this foundation is looking really good, especially for it being as clean as it is. And it's always really hard to find a clean foundation that performs well, so we'll see how it wears throughout the day. I'm gonna go apply the rest of my makeup and I will do a check-in. It is currently 10 a.m. and I will show you what I look like in a second with all my makeup on. Hey guys, it is now 11:11, Make-A-Wish. I have my entire makeup done and I'm loving this foundation. I think it's just enough coverage for me when I want to look done up, and then I can go a little crazier on the rest of my makeup. Like, I was playing with the Anastasia Prism palette. I also am using this Luxe Me Goddess Glow that I got this weekend, and I've tried out the new Dior mascara. This is the Dior Show Pump and Volume, so it's where you squeeze it. The verdict is still out on whether or not I like this mascara, but I'll play with it some more. And my bronzer is from Botanic Farms, Energy from Plant. So I'm really, oh, lips is Jouer lip liner in Sable, and then I topped a little bit of it with the Lana lips in their Tinted Balm. I think this is their Perfect Nude shade. So this is what it looks like. I did set everything just a tiny little bit with powder, and I used my Ilia powder, this one that I've been using forever. It's the Fade Into You Soft Focus Finishing Powder, talc-free, very, very lightweight powder. So I really love how it looks. I'll check in a few hours and update you guys. Hey guys, it is, what time is it?
2:07.
2:07. I've had the foundation on since 10, so that's 4 hours-ish. And natural light, showing you guys what I look like after lunch. I feel like it's bunching up a little here because I am wearing a lot of it. Starting to kind of like, what do you call it, pill right here. So I think this could be caused that I packed on more of the product, or it's not working well with my powder. So we'll have to see how this works. I mean, I could just go like that. It does transfer, but yeah, we'll see how it works for the rest of the day. Hey guys, it's just a few minutes before 9 p.m. so I've had the foundation on for almost 11 hours. Yeah, for almost 11 hours. And I wanted to do my final check-in because I am going to wipe this makeup off and go work out. You guys know I'm trying to get my life back in order a little bit and find some balance with my health and just taking care of myself a little bit better. So, zooming you in, there is a lot of kind of bunching up and movement around my nose and pilling. And I do feel like it's accentuating some of my dry areas on my chin right now. Not horrible, but not the best either when I have dry skin. So I do feel like I use too much of this product. There is no dimethicone in the foundation, which typically this is what happens when they don't put dimethicone in foundation, which is also really horrible for your skin. Dimethicone can clog your pores, it can irritate acne, a lot of people might be allergic to it or sensitive to it. So dimethicone is something that is not really that great for us, but in order for foundation to perform the way we're typically used to and want it to, dimethicone is kind of necessary. Now this foundation from Antonym has no dimethicone, which is kind of why I feel like it is having some of the issues I'm having. So overall, I feel like the color did not oxidize. I feel like it did not get oily on me whatsoever. In fact, if anything, like I feel like the dryness of my skin kind of started to come out through the day, and maybe this could be helped if I added a toner throughout the day, or if maybe I just didn't powder and if I use less product, because it is a moussey texture when you first pump it out, and then it kind of just blends flawlessly like liquid. So I wonder if because of that texture I might not need the powder. Now I definitely think I wore too much product because it is sitting on top of each other, like the product is starting to pill up. So I feel like I either need to prime my face, which is not a big deal, or I need to wear less product and maybe use a powder foundation if I want more coverage. And this is something where you guys have to decide for yourself, because the reason you would want to buy this foundation is because there is no dimethicone, there is none of those nasties that you typically see in foundations. It's a cleaner option, it's a cruelty-free option as well, and I think we want to support brands to innovate in that direction. So I personally feel a little bit more comfortable wearing a cleaner, less toxic foundation for every single day. Now, would I necessarily recommend this foundation if you're gonna be on camera for 8 hours or 12 hours, or if you're gonna have a really long day and need to look camera ready? Probably not, unless you're willing to touch up. But for someone who is just going to work, going to school, and you wanna look put together, still natural, but not cause your skin to possibly like break out or have, you know, a lot of chemicals on your face, then this might be a really good option for you. And if you don't need a lot of product, this would be a good option for you. But if you like to do like 2 pumps of foundation or more, this might not work for you. And if you want something that's super long lasting, that's not gonna have any issues whatsoever, again, not a foundation for you. There are more conventional foundations that do use dimethicone and a bunch of other ingredients that keep it nice and slippy and nice and smooth. This isn't bad though. Like if I put you here, I feel like I look fine. It's when I start to do this that you're like, oh, her skin kind of looks dry and flaky, which we can maybe fix if I use a primer or a setting spray or some sort of like mister throughout the day, or not use powder. But this is a first impression video, so these are my initial thoughts, my initial review. I don't hate it. I don't love it just yet. Maybe I will. I do love what it stands for, and I do love the concept of the foundation, and I think the shade match was great. But I do think I need to maybe play with it a little bit more, and this goes to say with a lot of those cleaner organic foundations, because I have the same issue with Juice Beauty. I had to play with that a little bit to really figure out how to get it to work for my skin. And that's okay, because again, if I'm going for the cleaner option, there is a learning curve sometimes. So I'm gonna try this out with a beauty blender. I'm gonna try it out with my fingers. I'm gonna try it out with different primers. I'm gonna try it out with no powder and see how it works. I will update you guys in another video, most likely in a monthly favorites or a products that suck video, or a get ready with me video. So stay tuned if you want to know more about this foundation. Give me a couple weeks to test out further, and make sure you're subscribed to my channel so that you see all the new videos, and turn on that bell for you to get that notification, hopefully, and be able to know whether or not this foundation has worked. I love the eyeshadow though. This has nothing to do with that video, but I do like my eyeshadow. Those are pretty much my final thoughts. If you have sensitive skin and you're trying to be cleaner, definitely check this product out. I'd still like the RMS Beauty Uncover Up a little bit more, but that's a little pot, and if you use it all over your face, it's going to go pretty fast. And I also like the Kjaer Weis. Kjaer Weis does use talc, however, it's talc that's sourced from Italy, I believe, and it's in a cream form, so I'm not that concerned about talc being in my cream. I'm more concerned about it as a loose powder. And Juice Beauty has a serum-y foundation, but some of the same problems is that it like starts to show my dry areas on my chin. So do be aware of that with Juice Beauty. I do love the CC cream though from Juice Beauty, and yeah, that's all I can think of right now. I hope you guys enjoyed today's first impression review foundation, old-fashioned foundation review from my channel. If you are an OG subscriber, you know what I'm talking about. And if you enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget I upload 3 new videos every week, every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. But come December 1st, there'll be plenty of videos because there's going to be a video a day from December 1st through December 24th. A combination of beauty content and vlogs and fun things. There's also going to be an amazing giveaway series on the channel and the blog, and some crazy announcements we'll be doing. So working really hard, trying to get it all in before the end of the year, because come the new year, we've got a new thing to launch for you guys. And if you enjoy podcasts, don't forget to listen to my podcast, Behind the Beauty. I'm really excited about yesterday's episode that went live with Diana Ruth from Milk Makeup. We discuss all things beauty related and how products are made. So if you'd like to listen to that episode, you can check out the cards. I will also link it in the description box. The podcast is always free to listen, and so are all my videos and my blog. So definitely check it out, and don't forget to subscribe for 3 new videos a week, plus come December 1st, lots of videos. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. At the end of the day, I just hope my videos help motivate and inspire you to look and feel your best from the outside in. I know when I look and feel my best, I'm just a lot more capable at dealing with whatever life has to throw at me. If that speaks to you, I'm really happy you found this channel. At the end of the day, I hope my video just helped you unwind, de-stress, and take your mind off of whatever it was you might have needed help taking your mind off of. That's why I watch YouTube videos, and that's how I discovered YouTube. So that's why I wanted to come on here, and that's why I created this channel. And yeah, so I wish you a wonderful rest of your night, and I'll see you guys back here on Thursday. Bye!